Alright, cool. This can go here. Alright. We're doing another L.o.l surprise movie review. Am I supposed to be doing a Bratz video today? Who knows? I'll do one tomorrow. Since I got the... I'm gonna take my makeup off immediately afterwards. Okay, so last time I covered an L.o.l surprise media, it was the movie that's on Netflix. And it's very cute. I liked it a lot. It was silly, it was fun. Like, I'm still thinking about it. Mostly the joke line that is like, accessibility matters, or not, diversity matters, and it's like, now that I think about it, there are a lot of dolls of color in there, which I think is interesting. I've showed you all varying areas of my doll collection. I can't show you my Polly Pocket collection because I don't want to go up into my closet, but I've showed you most of the dolls I played with, and a lot of the dolls I played with were white. Like, I had dolls of color, but I just ended up with a lot of white dolls, because of reasons. And I've been doing the blind bags with the L.o.l surprise dolls, and I have this little medium toned Gally, and I was really excited to get her because, like, and then, like, Lady Diva is the same kind of medium tone. And also, I have two of these little dudes, and they're black, and they're black. They are, like, they're fun, and they're cute, and her shoes don't fit her body right. But they're black. They're, like, not racially ambiguous. They're just little homies. So I have been thinking about them. Look at them, they're cute. I feel like I've done a lot of things on the internet, and this is singly more embarrassing to my parents than any of the time I've talked about being a red hot American slut. And then there's her. She's cute. And then the doll I've been referring to is Queen Herbie. But I also, in that same, like, manic hyperfixation moment, also watched the Amazon Prime doll commercial, and that's what I'm calling it, because L.o.l Surprise Movie 1 makes sense, as, like, it was the movie, and it's like, it went to theaters, it was cute. This one is purely a doll commercial. I got jump scared by children. Let's get into it. Child jump scare. Child toy influencer Michelle and camp actress Big Sister are snowed in. They live in a big house in the middle of nowhere for some reason because they're just so rich off of their buku doll influencer bucks that they can just live somewhere like that. Double M is afraid of the dark and is also... Okay, so I didn't write this in the notes because I was sleepy, but the whole plot is, the human plot line is that she's, like, making her doll content for the winter time, Christmas. And, oh my god, I forgot to say it, my makeup is matched to her today. If you can't see it. It's real cute. But she's making her doll content, and because she's a consummate professional, she doesn't check her phone while she is on set. So when she's done with the video she shoots, she looks at her phone and she's like, oh my god, it looks like all my other friends are playing a game of hide and go seek without me. Which, wait, it doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense. This plot is held together by hopes, dreams, and glue. But she's in the, she checks it and it's like, well, I'm gonna go play hide and seek with my friends. Even, I'm kind of hurt that no one told me that they were going to be playing hide and seek, but I mean, I should go play. And she tries to go outside, they get snowed in. Now she, not only did she not get invited to play ultimate hide and seek with her friends, but she can't do it. She's trapped inside in the dark. And so her sister is like, why don't I tell you a story? They're wearing the most ineffectual outfits to be trapped in the snow. But whatever. She's like, let me tell you a story. And it's a story about these little L.o.l surprise dolls. And they're so cute. They're so cute. This is such effective marketing because my brain sees one or two of them and I go, I want to make a custom. But thanks, Queen Herbie. So yeah, winter disco. Everyone is snowed in. They're all in like that stop motion L.o.l surprise, not the OMG dolls. These are all L.o.l surprise dolls. Just bonked her in the face. My marker. So we have Midnight. Is like this grungy girl, and they want to have the midnight disco, but the disco is very glamorous. Her aesthetic just doesn't vibe with everyone. No one speaks. Everything happens through speech bubbles and narration from the older sister. The little MM is like, kids be on their phone too much. Kids don't know about make-believe. Kids don't know about mail. Doll commercial dream house tease happens as they show the house. The invites come to the house, but you don't need to watch this. Just watch this video. This video is going to be like 10 to 20 minutes long. It's going to be like 15 to 20, 25 minutes long. The episode, this movie is 43 minutes. Just stick with me. I promise you. I'm going to do it faster. The invitations come for the disco, but because it's snowing outside of the dollhouse mansion, Grungy Doll, her invitation gets covered in snow. They bring in all the invitations. Everyone's focused on themselves, and they're like, oh my god, I got invited to the party. Oh my god, I got invited to the party. Well, of course Midnight Grunge didn't get invited to the party. She's not glamorous like the rest of us. She needs to change herself to be like us, essentially. Well, she decides, Midnight Grunge is like, I am not going to change myself to be like the rest of you hoes. I'm gonna get revenge. And she gets revenge by hiding all of their invitations and their sparkle gifts or something. And she then is like, I'm gonna go out on my own to go and destroy the midnight disco. We have another ad, the Glamper. Everyone is afraid of the darkness. Midnight is pissed. She's going to destroy the disco. She steals her friend's shit, which is crazy. The boy doll tells them what's up with Midnight. His name is also a Midnight something. He's got an eye patch. It's weird. If I had a nickel, every time an L.o.l surprise doll boy character had an eye patch, I would have 2 nickels. I'd actually have 3 by the end of this. It's not a lot, but it's weird that it keeps happening, that all the boy dolls have eye patches. They tell them what's going on. They're communicating via emoji. Her invite was lost in the snow. Oh no, our friend. Even though they stole from her, they're going to find her in the spooky pines. There's the snow puppy ad. Midnight recruits the snow puppies to come and be her warriors of darkness. They get de-yossified into just looking like normal puppies. It's boring as she goes to the party. This is a very effective toy commercial. Midnight runs into a glitchy gay couple who own a forest boutique, gay, and Bashful Cutie and Bold BB. They don't know she's playing a crime, and she's like, you guys gotta come with me to the disco. The disco is cool and fun. She's like, yeah, cool. There's 30 seconds of running with no dialogue. It's the equivalent of the montages from some of these other doll medias that I've talked about. Fireflies lead them through the forest. Do not be afraid of new experiences, and don't be afraid of the unknown. somewhere in there, we switch from the like traditional stop motion to like this quasi CGI where they're clearly the models, but they're moving in a much smoother way. They're very smooth now. Back in the real world, the power comes back on, but the big sister continues the story, teaching the kids the importance of emotional regulation. Midnight comes clean and tells her new friends that what she's going to do. They tell her to stop, but she's like, guys, they were my friends and then they were terrible to me. I have to get vengeance. So she's doing that. She cannot be stopped. Big sister and MM have a little like, this is why, you know, were you upset when you found out that your friends were playing without you and doing something without you? And she's like, yes. And like, well, if you had talked to your friends, when she sees her phone, she sees that her friends did send her an invite. It just got, you know, blocked a little bit by the snow. So she's like, I was about to be mad at my friends over nothing. And it's like, yeah. I still think Midnight's friends are terrible because they're like playing in her face while she's obviously upset that she didn't get into the disco. And they also were like, your style sucks. I hate that also, by the way. Oh, I remember what I'm supposed to be filming. I'm not supposed to be filming this today. I know what I'm supposed to be filming. I guess I'm filming another thing. Her friends, and the reference is that in the Bratz series, in styling, starring and styling, the Bratz are like, sorry, my head is so itchy. The Bratz are having like, they're going to prom, and Jade is having a bit of an existential crisis because she wants to like do these like crazy esoteric things and her friends are not feeling it, which is in fact the point of fashion, is to make the lames uncomfortable. She's a fashion innovator at the front of the curve, at the, you know, at the base of the curve. She's not like the rest of you hoes in the early adopter phase or in the middle. She's at the front. So Jade is like, I want to be a pirate, and they're like, no. And then that's lame, that's bad, it's actually not good. And so she feels like she's losing her sense of style, and then at the end she puts on a normal prom dress and she's like, I guess I've got my style back. And they're like, girlfriends, besties, sisterhood, yes, queen. And that doesn't make her feel good because she's like, that didn't make me feel good because they should have let her dress up like a pirate. But whatever. It was early 2D. It was early Bratz media. But yeah, like that same plot point applies where it's like, no, you should support your friend's weird, especially if your friend is like known as the like fashion innovator. They probably know something that you don't know, and maybe you should just support them. Her friends are glad to see her and they give her her invitation, and she tells her friends about the theft because she's like, actually I feel bad. It's time for the disco. I wrote down the dolls that we see. We have ice skating doll, runway doll, DJ doll, and a singing doll. Again, this section is CGI for some reason. This is in fact an extended doll commercial. Get with it. Midnight performs to a song, and her friends pop out of a tunnel of darkness, which was her move at the beginning that she was trying to workshop, and her friends just didn't get it. In this video, this movie is very much baby stem. It also, by the end, and given it was kind of late at night, and I had been burning the candle at both ends, the bright colors on the dolls kind of made my head hurt a little bit. Made my eyes like I couldn't quite focus on them with the mix of the CGI and the stop motion alike. It was very weird. The bright colors on the dolls kind of make my eyes hurt. Everyone likes Midnight's throwing herself to the ground. Shablam. Midnight wins. The story's over. Micah wants to hear another story, and in that story, the Sting is a like OMG L.o.l doll, one of the full-size dolls. Shoe appears as a tease, I guess, to a sequel that never happened. A 43-minute video that I've done in maybe about 15 minutes. And watching that movie crashed my Amazon Prime app 3 times. Didn't happen when I watched it on my laptop the second time, but it did in fact crash my website, my app. But yeah, L.o.l Surprise Media. Was it a 43-minute doll commercial? Yeah, because after this came out, I couldn't stop thinking about it, and when I was sad about something, I was like, you know what, I need a treat, and I bought this one. And I unboxed it over FaceTime with my friend because I was sad. Effective doll commercial, yes. When we return to the L.o.l Surprise series, we're going to be discussing, whatchamacallit, the L.o.l Surprise House of Surprises show. I've watched it all the way through 3 times at this point. It's 6 episodes. They're like 3 episodes split up. Baby stem, totally. But also, like, you can almost get, there's A, almost a through line. B, I almost am hooked for the sequel series to happen. Yeah. Well, I hope it does. You can't keep sequel baiting me. Yet they continue to do so. Yeah. Cool. I'll see you next time, and the videos that happen in this makeup and face will be tagged in the description once they happen. You know me. Filming multiple things all at once. Let's go. Check out my Click series. Bachelor content's coming. Vote on which teen book series you want me to cover. If you only watch me for doll content and not my teen book series, but if you see something you might want to understand more, we have Zoe Dean's Talent, because it's on my little half bookshelf. We have Zoe Dean's The A-List. We have Gossip Girl, and we have Gossip Girl, and we have Pretty Little Liars, and some other things that are also, you don't have a choice in those. It's not that these won't be covered if you don't vote for them, it's just picking the priority in which I cover them over the next year or so. Alright, cool. That's House of Surprises. Bye, I have an end card.